All right, welcome back to the Proving Grounds. We're here today with Nate. Nate's a chef, and you know we hunt and fish, but oftentimes we hunt and fish and then we make some really primitive recipes with the meat, and it ends up being pretty good, but not great. I've had the personal experience of trying Nate's deer chili, special recipe, and I'm gonna tell you, it's not just the best deer chili in the world, it's the best chili in the world. Nate, you know it's true. I know you don't like to brag, but it's true.
It's pretty damn good.
All right,
it's
so
pretty damn good.
Nate has a line of hot sauces called Silas Sauce.
Yep.
You're the founder, sole proprietor.
Yep, CEO.
All right,
all those things.
I'm gonna let you introduce it. Go ahead and explain it.
So I have a company called Silas Sauce. I started this about 1.5 years ago in honor of my dog Silas that passed away. He was a big part of our family and a spicy boy. I've always loved peppers, hot sauce, so we kind of started this and it's starting to take off. We've got 7 different flavors here, ranging from our mildest all the way to our spiciest here. You can find us at silassauce.com, or if you go on Instagram or Facebook, silas_sauce. All
right, good. So guys, I got into these ones already. Don't hold that against them. I already got into it. These are my favorites. So the whole purpose of this video isn't just an advertisement for his sauces, but his sauces are fantastic. So I wanted to bring those up while we're here doing this, and you're gonna use one of them in the sauce, yeah?
Yep, we're gonna use the Dude Man, which is a peach chipotle, so it has all those nice smoky flavors that you would get in a chili.
Sure.
So add a little bit of sweetness to it as well, give it a little heat, but not over the top heat. So
I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. It's gonna be great.
I've actually never used that in the chili before, so this is gonna be pretty interesting.
I know it's gonna be great because this is one of my favorite sauces.
Yeah, it's very reminiscent of a lot of the other ingredients we're gonna be putting.
Yeah, and multi-use too. Like you use it on a lot of things.
You can use this on anything.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and step out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you go ahead and do this.
Take it away.
And yeah, we're gonna film you making the sauce. You can explain it step by step, yeah?
Yep, let's do it. All right, so to start this chili off, and you can do this a lot of different ways. You can go to the store, you can buy, like chipotle and adobo, which is already blended up. But for this, we're gonna start off with some Guajillo peppers and some Arbol peppers. So the great thing about these peppers is they're gonna have a nice smoky flavor to it. They're not gonna be overly spicy. They're gonna add a kick to it, but it's not gonna be too much. I've already toasted these in the oven. So what you normally do is you wash them when you first get them. You're gonna de-seed them as much as possible. Some seeds in it, not a big deal at all, especially if you have a good blender, it'll take care of it for you. So once these are toasted off, we're gonna take these, we're gonna add them to our pot here. So what we're gonna start off with this sauce is we're gonna make our chili paste, which is gonna be kind of our base for everything. So this is gonna be a 2-part process. We're gonna have 2 different stock pots kind of going at the same time, and then we'll incorporate it all together at the end. So right here, I have about 12 garlic cloves. To me, in my opinion, there's never enough garlic. So you can use, you can go from 4 to 8. You can add as much as you like. So we're just gonna add our seasoning blend in here too. So the cool part about this that really sets our chili apart from a lot of other ones is these little guys here. So this is what we call Star Anise. You can call it Star Anise, Star Anise. I've heard it a lot of different ways. So we got that, paprika, a little bit of sugar in there. We got some ground up ginger. We've got an extra garlic powder in there, chili powder, paprika, salt, and a tiny bit of sugar just to add a little bit of sweetness in there and kind of tame some of that heat back. So we're gonna add that in there as well. And then what you're also gonna need is 1 quart of beef broth. I didn't go fancy. I got your standard stuff from Walmart. If you wanna step up and go to Fresh Market or something and get you some fancier one, that's fine too. Or you can make it from scratch. There's no right or wrong way to do it. If I can get it open. Damn, this thing's putting up a fight. So we're gonna empty that whole entire thing in here. So the only thing, we're not gonna be adding in any of our vegetables or anything yet, because what we're gonna do when this is all cooked off, we're gonna put it in the blender, puree it as smooth as possible, and then we'll incorporate it in with our venison and all of our vegetables and everything else. So what else I'm adding in here kind of sets it apart is this is a blend of coffee, soy sauce, and oyster sauce. I'm using gluten-free soy sauce because that's what I use in my hot sauce, so that way, everything's gluten-free and everything's safe. You can use any which one you would like though. All right, so we're gonna take this guy, we're gonna put it on the pot, on the stove at about probably like medium high heat, And all we want to do is just kind of rehydrate these peppers, and then from there we're going to send them onto the blender. All right, so what we're doing right now with this mixture that we made, we're just trying to add some moisture into all these peppers that we put in here because they're dehydrated. And just trying to add a little heat to it, and from there we're going to take it and put it into the blender and turn it into a chili paste, which is going to be the base of our chili. All right, so now that we've let our dried chilies kind of rehydrate and cook in some of these flavors here, we're going to take it over to our blender here, and we're going to get this blended up smooth so we can add it to our chili. We're probably going to have to do this in 2 cycles here. So be careful when you put this in a blender. You want to start it off on low when you do this. Otherwise, you're not going to be having a good time. You're going to make a huge mess in your kitchen. And we're going to gradually increase that speed on it. All we're looking for with this is we just want to make sure all of those seeds are blended up really nicely in there. Don't leave a single bit of pepper in there. That's all you're looking for. You just want to make a nice chili paste. It's going to be a little liquidy, a little thick, and then we're going to add this to the rest of our chili over here. All right, so the next part that we're going to do here is the most important part. We're going to cook this venison. So right here, I got 4 pounds total. It's about 3 pounds of venison and 1 pound mixture of chorizo and bacon. We ground this all together, and the reason why we add that chorizo and bacon is because venison, like most of y'all know, is super lean meat. It needs some fat in there, otherwise it's going to dry out and not have tons of flavor to it. So we incorporate that pork fat in there to get that flavor in there, as well as make sure it stays hydrated. So we're going to add that into our pot here, and then we're going to take it over and get that thing cooking. And then from there, we're going to start to incorporate a lot of our vegetables in there as well. So what really kind of makes ours different and unique more than anything is, obviously we've got our onions in here. I use a green bell pepper preferably. I've got about 2 green bell peppers and 2 diced white onions in here. You can use Vidalia onions too. Those are totally fine. I would steer clear of using red onion unless you want to use it as a garnish at the end. That would be really good too. And then what's really different is celery. So we're kind of going with like the Cajun style trinity here, and we're using celery, bell pepper, and onions. And the celery is definitely something you don't see in chili very often, but it adds a super unique, different flavor to it. So we're gonna add all that in there as well. And we're gonna get this starting to cook here. This is gonna take a little bit of time. So during that time, we can start to get our chili paste ground up, and then we'll incorporate that into the chili over here. All right, so now that we've got our venison cooking, we got most of our vegetables in there, and we got our chili paste blended up, what we're gonna move on to next, and I feel like this is kind of a 50-50 with most people, but I preferably do like beans in my chili. I know the Texas chili is, you know, beanless, and it's just meat forward, and that's fine. You can do that with this if you don't like beans in your chili. So what I got here is black beans. I got a little bit of kidney beans. I've got some tomato paste. And what I've also gotten in here, and you can get it in a can at the store, is diced tomatoes with green chilies in it. So they're very mild. They're not going to be spicy. I know sometimes people hear the word chili and they kind of freak out. They're not spicy at all. So this is gonna add some more body to our chili. That tomato paste is gonna add that acidity to it, as well as those diced tomatoes and green chilies. So we're gonna go ahead and add that in right now. So we got that stirring in here. And we're gonna let that simmer a little bit. And then we're gonna do my best part next here. This is my favorite part of it. We're gonna add in that Dude Man. This is a peach chipotle sauce. It's got Guajillo peppers in it, anchos, arbols, and then it's got a tiny bit of Carolina Reaper in there, as well as some chipotle peppers and fresh peaches. So we're gonna add this whole entire bottle in it, which is about 5 ounces. So this is gonna give it a little bit of heat. Nothing over the top, add a little sweetness in there as well. If it'll come out. There we go, now it's coming out. I make a little bit of a mess here, but.
Doing a good job with your hand there.
Familiar motion.
Get it, son.
And let this chili reduce for a little bit. And then the best part is coming next, where we're gonna serve it. So obviously, this is the best part. So we got it all plated up here. So I like to garnish mine with a little bit of white onion, some green onions, cilantro, and I topped it with a little bit of fresh jalapenos as well. You can also add, like what I do at home a lot is I add some blue cheese on top with it also. It makes it really nice, and of course sour cream. I don't have any with me unfortunately today, but that will kind of help tone down some of the heat and add a little bit of creaminess to it as well. So,
Yes, so this being wild game,
yes.
so that's why it's featured. So the wild game to some people has an offensive taste. So, but when you prepare it with the care that you put into it,
Yes.
I think people are gonna find that this here is a way to enjoy that in a way that they didn't know that they would enjoy before.
Yes.
They'll give it a different taste and expand their palate more than it will be offensive to them right up
Yes.
front. So I think what Nate has done here is he's come up with a very creative way to complement the taste of the game and also use one of his craft artisan sauces to amplify that taste. So we're just gonna give it a run. I know what
Let's
it
do
tastes
it.
like, so I'm just gonna eat it because I know it's good. It's good as hell.
We gotta eat dinner anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my God. That's good.
It's got some spice though.
Yeah, that's what I like.
It's
You
got
know what
some
that is?
spice.
That's that Dude Man.
I think so. I mean, Dude Man, and we did add some more peppers to it as well. But it's good.
Yeah,
It's
I'm gonna be
damn
honest
good.
with you. I'm gonna be straight with you though. I taste a lot of taste in there. There's a lot of different tastes. It's not spicy to where you can't taste all the ingredients.
No, and that's you don't want that. You want it to have enough spice to where it still tastes good, but it's not over the top or overwhelming by any means.
And the deer meat,
It's good.
it's good.
It's damn
Mixed
good.
with that chorizo, complemented with the peppers and the spice and the, oh my goodness. Guys, listen, you gotta try this recipe. I'm gonna go ahead and get the recipe from him, and it's gonna be posted in the description in the video. Right below the description, obviously I'm gonna put the link to silassauce.com,
Thank you.
and it's Silas _
Silas_sauce on Instagram.
all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the .com there, the link.
Okay.
It's for sale. There's some promo codes on the Instagram right now.
Yep.
Sauce Day.
Oh yeah, National Hot Sauce Day was yesterday, so unfortunately that sale is long gone now.
All right, so keep an eye out because he runs promotions a lot. And this stuff, once you have it, be very, very careful because you're gonna be buying it a lot. Till
won't
next
complain.
time. What's that?
I said I won't complain.
That's right, there you go. So till next time, support small business. Love each other first. Look for a reason to love each other before you look for a reason to hate each other. Please subscribe, hit the like button, share with your friends, spread the word. Thank you for tuning into the Proving Grounds. We really appreciate y'all.